Hey everybody, Dirty Dan here.
The roads are the dustiest, the winds are the gustiest, the gates are the rustiest, the pies are the crustiest, the songs the lustiest, the friends the trustiest, way back home. Back home. The trees are the sappiest, the days are the nappiest, the dogs are the yappiest, the kids are the scrappiest, the jokes the snappiest, the folks the happiest, way back home.
Today we're going to be doing the second installment of the Bachmann pancake motor chassis rebuild. So how about we just go through all the stuff you're going to need. You need a tub, preferably for hot soapy water, which is what we're going to need. Brush, make sure it's soft bristled so you don't damage anything. Isopropyl alcohol, 70% works pretty good. Some Q-tips, like these. And then some soap, which this is the mega thing. You don't need that. You just can get the little bottles. But that's about everything you're gonna need, besides the water, which, how about we go get that right now? Okay, excuse the background noise. That's the washer machine. But just get your tub. And I would advise letting the water run for a little bit so you can get really hot water, because you need like almost like just really hot water for this. Works best. And just get your tub, and I'd advise putting the soap in like first so that it mixes in with the water. A little bit will do. You don't need a whole lot. And then that's all you're gonna need for the soap. You don't need it much for anything else. And then as you can see, the steam is rising off that water, so it's probably pretty hot. Fill up our tub. Fill it up about a third. Third's good. Fill up about that much. Perfect. So yeah, let's go clean some parts. Okay, so now let's cover the specialty parts that are gonna need isopropyl alcohol first. There's a few pieces. The commutator, which is this right here, that you're gonna need a Q-tip for. And then I advise just get isopropyl alcohol and just do a little bit of a, that was a little bit much. Try not to do what I just did and put like a lot on it. And then you just kind of scrub it like this. And then that'll clean it off real nice. Now you can use a Dremel and a polishing wheel for this, but for any beginner or anything, this is a great way to clean up the commutator. Just rub it along here. Get that thing shining. And there you go. That's perfect. And then that's done. The commutator's clean. We could set that off to the side. But the next thing, these brushes. Now these ones look good, but you can soak these in isopropyl alcohol and that'll make them real clean, which I've already done to these. But just get like a little tiny capsule or something. Almost like something the size of the cap of this isopropyl alcohol. And then just let them sit for about 5 minutes. And they should be fine. But they're pretty good on their own. Now, these pieces. These are pretty easy to clean. You just need another Q-tip, which we'll use the same one because I only used one side. And then all you do for these is you just kind of clean on the tips, kind of just rub it along like that. And do it on both sides. And make sure these straight, make sure they're bent out like this. They got a little bit of spring to them. That's what you want. And then these are good now, so these are clean. And this is without unsoldering anything, so this is the easy way of doing it. There is a more complex way, but I'm not going to show that. Basically, the complex way is you can take these off, these copper pieces, but you don't really need to. That's only for like a very crazy restoration bit if they're really bad and you may need to replace them. Which I can show in a future video, so if you guys like to see that, let me know. But anyways, so for most of the rest of these parts, it's just going to be basic, you know, cleaning, like, you know, these weights. These you might need a little bit of Scotch-Brite for, which I will show you how to clean these wheels in a little bit, because you need Scotch-Brite for these to clean these, because these do pick up power. But for the most part, what you're going to do is, you know what, I'll just show you guys, this is the truck cover for an example. Get your brush, get it all in the hot soapy water, and stick your truck cover in there. Make sure you don't burn yourself if your water's too hot. And then all you do, just scrub around, and this will clean it up very nicely. And we'll do a few parts, I'll just show you guys. But the rest of them, it's basically the same process for the most of these parts, and then I'll show you, there's some special parts that you need to clean differently, like the wheels, they need Scotch-Brite. Which Scotch-Brite you can get at almost any hardware store, grocery store, Walmart. And then once you're done scrubbing, make sure you get all angles of these. Just rinse, you know, tap them here. And then that's about it. And then you need to get your towel and dry these off, which I've lost my towel. So, but yeah, it's about the same process for all of these parts, which I could just set it on this paper towel. And you can let these air dry, you know, it doesn't really matter. But you can use a towel. A towel is very nice to have. Just scrub this. Make sure you get your brush cleaned off here. Trying to get this best angle I can so you guys can see this. And this will clean these parts up looking like brand new. And I know a lot of people are going to say, Dan, you really don't need to go these kind of lengths. But I'm showing you guys this anyways, you know, in case you really want to do this. And there you go, that one's clean. And then we'll do the main motor case. Now these magnets, they don't need to come out. And don't like take them out if you don't have to. Only take them out if you need to replace them. Which I've never had to replace one of those magnets, so I see no real reason to replace them. Just need to kind of just clean this off a little bit. And then if you don't have enough soap, you may even want to go grab your bottle of soap and put some on your brush, which, as you can see, my brush is getting kind of dirty. And a good way to clean your brushes is with Super Clean, which I'll do a dedicated video on that. Just rub it off in here. That'll clean it off for the most part. And then you'll probably need to go clean your brush out after this, which I'd say any degreaser will help clean out your brush. And that's about it for cleaning these parts. Now, I'll go grab a towel and a Scotch-Brite, and I'll show you guys how to clean the wheels, which is a very important part. And then I'll put over time-lapse cleaning all of these parts with this method, and I'll show you guys how to clean your brushes in a second here. So, because your brushes are going to get dirty, and then you got to clean them because you can't rub all this crap all over your locomotive. It's not going to work very well. So anyways, let me go grab that stuff, and I'll show you how to clean your brushes, clean the wheels, and dry parts. So, let me go do that. Okay, I'm back, and I've received a towel, a Scotch-Brite, and some Super Clean. Super Clean, like this. You can get it at, like, Advanced Auto and stuff. They have it. Show you how to clean your brushes. Make sure you don't spray this. Spray this over your tub of water so you don't spray it on any of your parts. Alright, just spray it into the bristles of the brush. Don't drop your brush. And then just kind of twist it in your knuckles like this. Now, mind you, you will get your hand dirty, but this stuff will wash off. It's not a big deal. And then kind of like this, just twist it. And then there you go, brand new clean brush. So that's how you clean your brushes. Now, let me just get my towel, dry my hands off. The next part is cleaning your pickups wheels. So first thing I'd say, I would just clean them off regularly like you do all the other pieces, you know. These don't require too much cleaning. And then this is also how you dry your parts. Just get any towel, most will do. Microfiber ones work very well. And then you just kind of put the part in there and then dry it like this. You know, it's pretty simple, not too much special, you know, ability needed there. And then there we go. Make sure it's very dry. Now I have the accessibility of a fireplace, So if you need to dry any of your parts, it's easy to dry them there. But this is the most important part. You need to clean your wheels, get your Scotch-Brite, and then take it, wrap it around the wheel, and then twist it. And this is how you clean them. Now, this may take a little bit of practice, but you'll get good at it. Make sure you do this for a little while. And then, this one's already pretty clean. And then there you go. It's already pretty clean. And then repeat the same process the other wheel. Pretty simple. And then boom. Pretty clean. And then just repeat that process with the other wheel. And do that to the back wheels. But make sure you only do it on the side that doesn't have a traction tire, because you'll mess up your wheels if you do it on the side with the traction tire. I may have mentioned that I was going to feature fixing this gear in this episode, but I haven't found the other parts of the gear, so that will be featured in the next episode, which will be coming out soon as well. But, actually, while I'm here, we might as well just clean up these other, just dry off these other parts that we had laying around. Boom, just get our truck cover. Dry it off with the towel. And if you're still not satisfied with this, I'll show you how you can, dry out the parts even quicker. To make sure, and you guys, you don't want to assemble this right after drying off all these parts, because you don't want to trap moisture inside your locomotive. That's very important. Now, something like this, you really need to let out dry, because it's got all these little tiny recesses. You're not going to be able to get in there with a towel. So, I'll go show you how you can dry these parts out a little faster if you'd like to get this locomotive assembled very quickly. Okay, so we're at my fireplace, and so how you want to dry these parts is do not set them right by the fire, like right there. Not a good idea. They're gonna melt. Best place, because this is like the mantle, and the heat radiates up here and will dry the pieces. So what you do, you just send them around the edge, kind of like this. Maybe prop them up. Make sure they don't fall though. And they will pretty much automatically dry themselves out. And the heat will radiate through them. And you want to give them like 20-30 minutes to dry out, and they'll dry out pretty quick. Make sure you keep checking up on them until they're dry. But this is a great way to dry your parts quicker, if you'd like to get the locomotive back together quicker, But anyways, back to cleaning all the pieces. Alright everyone, that's gonna do it for this installment. And next time around we're gonna repair the gears and we'll put this thing back together and see if we did a good job.